Yeah, so I mean, it looks like everyone is sort of confused and like some people are going off. So it's a very exciting topic. I mean, it's so exciting. We normally don't get such exciting topics. It's about media funding. So like personally, like I know it really sucks. We have like no money left, and media orgs are really upset that they can't get money to publish their wonderful media items. And I'm a big proponent of media. I love reading media orgs, publications. I like to collect every publication I see and I read it eventually, which is normally the time of 1 to 5 a.m. But what I'm trying to say is we're in a difficult situation, but I think the mandatory cap for the work, I feel like is kind of, I mean, I can see the point in it, but I kind of wish there was some like other kind of way to incorporate giving the media orgs some leeway in determining how they want to ration out the funding themselves, like I mentioned earlier, how they would voluntarily skip one quarter's publication to another publication could publish like their entire their media orgs. And I feel like there's a lot of ideas within the media orgs themselves, and they're willing to work together to kind of share the hurt. So I think we should kind of listen to them a little bit more. I mean, I was at the media meeting and I totally understand what Carly and the MVP of Student Wars is trying to do, but I think we should like at least try to meet them like halfway somewhere.
Elizabeth? Yeah, so that's what my amendment was trying to do, and I wanted a question answered and it never got answered as to whether or not the amendment was feasible. And I still don't have a sufficient answer as to why the amendment was not feasible, and I'd still love to hear one. I know she said it wasn't, but I want to know why it is. Like, just saying no isn't a good enough answer for me right now.
I didn't hear the question, or whatever
okay.
you're saying.
It's okay. So anywho, we need to find a way to get the orgs enough money so they can print things. And the only way we can do that is by A, coming up with a lot more money, or B, letting them get the money when they want to get the money. So I don't see why we didn't let them get the money when they want to get the money.
Kevin?
Tao? I'm a bit confused. I just want to know why, if they don't use their fall, like, money for publications, why can't you roll over for the next quarter? Like, the money that we allocated in the stream for the fall publication. And then, oh, and I yield to Carly.
I mean, it never rolls over, but I mean, maybe we can find an exception. I don't know. I've been learning a lot this week, so maybe. Lauren?
Alright, you can't do anything. Lynn?
I got on the speaker this song, but I forgot what I was going to say. Does anyone want to be yielded to? I'll yield to Elizabeth.
Okay, so this whole issue seems to be, well, they have a lot of money right now, and they're not going to have a lot of money later on, because we break the money up into quarterly systems, which is not working. So why don't we just change this to an annual system and say, here's all the money we have for the year, have fun with it. No, we can change it in the charter right now, like that's what we're talking about.
Dana?
Oh, nothing. She asked a question that I was going to ask, so. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yield to Carly, yeah.
Yeah, so the reason that we can't use fall and it can't roll over is because that opens up a huge can of worms, not only for media, but also for programming too. So if we allocate, say we allocate $2,000 to an org for their event, that rarely happens, but whatever, hypothetically. And they only use 1,000. What if we said that they could use 1,000? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's for their event. They need to spend it that way. That's how we do it for media, too. I'm not really willing to change that the carryover is always going to that organization, because who knows what they're using it on after that. That gives us no accountability for, in terms of, applying for funding. Those always have that money, which doesn't make any sense. Hopefully that answers your question.
So I thought Elizabeth's original idea was really good. Maybe the number wasn't precise, but is there any way that we could adjust that number, like not 900, but something a little bit less, that we could increase the funding to, that it would not inhibit new media orgs from coming in, and B, allow existing media orgs to come in. So, Carly, I yield to you. Is there any way that we can increase it? Not 900, but like increase it to another amount that allows us to use it for 2 quarters. Or the yearly thing, sorry.
Alright, can the side chatter please stop? Do you yield to someone?
Yeah, I yield to Carly.
Okay, so essentially, I mean, whatever, we can work out a number, but I mean, it doesn't really make any sense because then no new media organizations can apply for funding even in the spring quarter when they may be new and there may be more funds. I'm not saying that there's going to be a lot more, but I think it's kind of, I mean, why? Like, we already have to institute the fundraising and the criteria, the 5% by spring quarter. So, I mean, student orgs kind of need to decide. I mean, this is going to happen with programming too. There's going to be caps, and then student orgs are going to decide whether or not they want their events. And just to clarify, we don't fund screamers.
Harminder?
Does anyone want to yield it to? I yield to Alan.
2 issues that I have. One is that there is such a lack of transparency here, whereby we're told 1 minute that, oh, there's going to be talk of caps, and suddenly we get the notice, not by Carly, but I had to get over the AS listserv saying, oh, it's $450. Or actually Carly told Jessica, call everybody. That was all we were told. Then I was told at the meeting that we're going to be working on some ideas, and then I'll get back to you. Well, I don't get any actual message. I don't only get the message when it's sent out over AS, what the legislation will be. That's number 1. Number 2, second thing I wanted to mention is just, aside from just lack of transparency that I just find throughout all of AS, just pathetic. And you guys technically should be recording all your meetings, instead of having me have to come up here and look like weird, just having to record it so that the students know what's actually going on here. Is the fact that why did AS have to raise the actual programming for all student orgs from $400 to $500 each this year? If you actually didn't do that, you'd actually be able to properly fund media orgs properly, the way that they should be, because of the fact that we are. Think about it. How many student orgs are there? I'm not exactly sure of the exact number.
500.
500?
Over 500.
Over 500. So over 500 times 100. That's going to be about 5,000 to 6,000. That's at least something that will help boost up the numbers of media orgs. I'm sorry to sound selfish, but the fact of the matter is the media does do a good job, and we try not to ask for more than we actually print. We need money to print, and honestly, CalRev budget yearly is less than $3,000. I mean, it's more expensive for a lot of other papers and other magazines, but I mean, we don't have the ability, we don't have the glossy layout, we don't use the color. We stuck in the more traditional layout because that's what we do. We do it well, and we do it, you may disagree with what we write, or you might see there's errors, but you know what, we put in the effort. So, I just wanted to make those 2 points known. Thank you. You guys can nod if you want.